Everybody knows that's my favorite wrestler of all time, Cody. So let's get to him. And I want to start with Kudo first because Kudo has the best opinions on Cody. All right, we're at the final moments of Monday Night Raw, which I'm glad they're doing 2 hours and a half and not like 3 hours or anything more than that. Like that's been a nice little nice little thing to have rather than these long shows. 2 hours is still fine, but 2 hours and a half I can deal with it, depending on what it is. But we end the show with a great promo between both Punk and Cody, setting up a possible match at Mania when Punk wins. Now, the first question I have for all of you, starting with Kudo, is will this be our match at Mania? Will it be Punk versus Cody at Mania?
No.
Oh, snap. Turn up. Why is that?
Because I don't think they're going to do this shit. I think this is just a red herring, bro. Like, eventually they'll probably feud in the future. And you can do it at Mania. I just don't think they're going to pull that trigger and make this match at Mania.
Okay. Based.
Yeah, I don't see this being the Mania match either. I think both of them, like, it's gonna be a match down the road. It's gonna be a big time match down the road. But I think for Mania, both of them just have better options in terms of the stories that have actively been being told. Like, Cody could face Randy, Cody could face Cena, Cody could face, well, it doesn't look like he'll be facing Rock at this point, but, that's another option. Punk, he's got other options aside from Cody. Like, that's a match they don't need to pull the trigger on just yet. And like Kudo said, I think this was a red herring. Like, I think, like, Punk could win the Rumble, and it might look like he's gonna face Cody, but then, like, let's say Punk wins the Rumble, and then at Elimination Chamber, like, Seth wins the title or whatever, and now, like, I think that'll, like, have him, like, in a dilemma who he wants to choose, and then he'll end up choosing Seth that way. But yeah, regardless, I just don't see Cody Punk being the Mania match.
All right, Kobe.
No, I don't see it being the match. I ain't gonna lie, the promo did hype me up, and I thought that I ain't gonna lie, the promo hyped me up to where I thought that was actually gonna be the direction, and I could see how they could get there. But thinking about it now, no, I don't think that's the match. I think they do find another opponent for Cody, and if Punk does win the Rumble this Saturday, I think they go more to the World Heavyweight Championship side. But no, I don't see this being the match in the main event of Mania. No, I don't see this being the match.
So now that leads to the second question. Since y'all don't really see this match happening, so do y'all not see Punk winning this matchup?
Winning what matchup?
The Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, Punk's my pick.
So he's a pick, but you don't see him picking Cody?
No. And let me preface this. I wouldn't mind seeing this match because fuck Cody. Got to give my nigga Punk a title. Being I don't see him challenging Cody at Mania right now. That's probably,
So when he wins, he not gonna choose him, even though he said it right here. He was lying to this man.
Hey man, the road to WrestleMania is a crazy thing. Lots of shit can happen.
Honestly, just before I get to Based and Kobe, now that I'm kind of thinking about it a little bit, if we go based off of what we've been talking about for over the past year, where Cody has to challenge somebody, it's never the other way around. Punk saying he was gonna fight him, but seeing how fragile this nigga is, and saying that he's his friend, quotation marks, him not choosing to face him would actually be honestly on brand for the way we tell stories right now. If it would actually be on brand for him to be like, yeah, I'm not actually, we're friends, and I don't want to see you broken, so I'm not actually gonna challenge you. I'm not actually gonna beat you for this belt, so I'm gonna go take Goon's belt instead.
And then that could play into when they actually do feud. They'll be like, yeah, I didn't choose you because I didn't want to take the title away from you because you were my friend. Like that you could tell that story when they actually do run that feud for real.
Because like I do like what they were telling in the promo. Like he was like, you know, are you my friend? Are we this? Because he seemed like it feels for him his friends are drifting away. They aren't on his side no more. But my only flaw with it is this whole thing, because the story was fine. The flaw with this is the part where it's saying like it feels like there's like, you know, pressure and all this other stuff on him, when in reality it's like we just said it, like this dude has to challenge people for his belt. Like he hasn't had it like over the course of the year. Like it really hasn't, you know, he hasn't really been through something that's gonna like break this man. Like it's nobody wants to fight him. No one's like dragging themselves to kill him for this belt. It's not until recently with KO, but besides that, everything else has been like, all right, okay, I guess. So like that whole thing of pressure and stress, like, all right, bro, relax. You had AJ and Logan Paul.
But I actually like that part of the promo. That's why in the beginning of that promo, I was starting to really like it, because I like Punk being the veteran who held the title for as long as he did, telling Cody. It's kind of like they're foreshadowing the heel turn in.
Yeah.
He's telling in all that. So I actually like that part of the promo. But yeah, I just remembered that a lot of people, like Logan Paul and all these people, were challenging him in his story and all that with his story and everything. But yeah,
like the most challenge that's been brought to him was like his first official challenge, I would say, that's actually happened was like Solo, and that was through the whole bloodline thing. But even then, with the bloodline, he had gotten Roman to assist, and he's gotten like the backup to assist him. Like he was doing it like it wasn't like one versus all. It was like you had assistance. So I don't know. But again, that part did sell me on it. Like when I'm first hearing it, like without thinking about it too deeply, like I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is perfect. Like Punk is painting the picture for him. Like, yo, like I've been through the same thing. I was on the mountaintop. I had to deal with this stuff, and the pressure eventually got to me, and I started turning into a person I didn't want to. Same thing with Cody. Cody's now, with all these turns that's happening to him, is starting to turn into a person he probably doesn't want to. He's going to probably start hearing voices in his head the same way Randy does. And he might start going the same. He might shave his head. He might start looking like Kyle Fletcher on AEW. You know what I'm saying? Like it might happen. So, hey, I'm for this. I personally, if we go the route of Punk winning and choosing Goon over Cody, I'm still fine with that. I just don't know if they're gonna go that route, and if that's the story that's in their mind, because I don't know if they're gonna have Cody win, not Cody, have a Punk win and not choose Cody in the situation. Because again, there's a lot of factors. There's still The Rock. There's still Roman that wants to get his belt specifically back. So, you know, I mean, there's still that favor that Paul Heyman owes Punk.
But you keep saying choosing Goon. Who's to say Goon's gonna be the world champ going into Mania?
Ooh, hold on now. Elaborate on that.
Well, I think like the last time I was on here, like we kind of talked about it a little bit. Like the way things were going, it very much seemed like Goon wasn't gonna be the champ going into Mania. Like there's still, you know, Goldberg waiting in the wings. Like maybe it's Goldberg versus Goon.
Oh
Maybe
God, I forgot about that.
Maybe it's Goon versus Logan Paul, which may or may not be for a title. Like, I'm curious to see what they do at Elimination Chamber. Like, is Goon going to defend the belt there?
As of recent, I could be wrong. As of recent, have they been actually doing like the belt in the chamber, or have they been doing the chamber as like number one contendership spots? That's what I thought they've been doing as of recent.
Last year was number one contender, and then the years before that, well, it was only one champion, so they didn't do.
True.
It was for the US belt the year before, because Cody had already won the Rumble. So
yeah, that's nasty.
It changes year to year.
That's nasty work. I hope this year the chamber is actually 4 belts and not just a number one contendership spot kind of thing. But it seems like they may do that again, because I feel like whoever wins the Rumble and picks their champion, they're going to put the chamber to be the who faces the other guy.
I think they do 2 chamber matches. I think they do one for the title and then one for a number one contendership this year. I think they go that route this year.
You have to do one for the women.
So
both women or just one?
You gotta do a chamber for the women.
Then that's like, bro, 3 chambers on one show is kind of.
You're not gonna do 3 chambers.
Yeah, three chambers on one show is that's a little too much fun for them. They go, shoot, you know what? If they did 3 chambers on the show, I'd be cool with it. Only if that 3rd chamber is like a tag team chamber. Like we haven't had one of those.
That's the whole show.
Hey man, I guess it's gonna be the whole show. Hey, it's Elimination Chamber for a reason. I want to see you in a ring. All right, bro. I just want to see the chamber. That's it. So give me 3 chamber matches: the women, the tag team, and the men. All right, put the tag team back on the map, because them tag team division is boring as hell, man. Just
Which side? Raw or SmackDown?
both. NXT's tag division is more entertaining than Raw and SmackDown, and they barely got folks built up as of right now. But they tag division way more interesting than Raw and SmackDown. Now I will say the match that they had tonight was fire. Like, hey, shouts out to War Machine and Dom and JD, especially JD. JD gonna have CTE going forward. Okay, that dude is get put him in the blue tent. Okay, concussion protocol going forward, because that dude definitely seeing stars as we speak.
They said he collapsed as soon as he got backstage.
I would not be surprised. The man's head literally like slammed up against the announce desk, full velocity. And then on top of that, you do a knee to the back of this man's neck. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they could. He should have did that.
Yeah, y'all intentionally trying to kill this man. Come on, dog. But yeah, I think that's all I got for Raw. Brian had no other importance really, to be honest with you.
I didn't do it on the show, but I know at some point they're teasing Braun versus Penta for the IC title.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
You said Braun versus who?
Penta, for the IC title.
I think eventually, I'm fine with that. I just think, and you know what? Honestly, eventually, they really want to just send Braun Breaker like up to like that main roster, the main event spot, because I'm not gonna say he's been whooping everybody, but he's technically been whooping everybody in his mid card division. I don't know what else you want him to do. I mean, Ilya Dragunov won't be back for maybe a couple more weeks. Maybe at the Rumble he'll show back up. But like as of right now, he ain't got no much else to do. Send the guy up.
Look, man. Sheamus is cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and need you to step aside, big dog. We got more important things to do, bro. I would much rather see Braun and Penta at Mania for that title, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, I would like. Here's what I need, because I think is this like Rey Mysterio's last year?
Sure.
Did they say that?
They said, yeah.
I don't
know.
I remember him. They say when he turns 50 or something like that, and then he's gonna he's done. Like he's cooked. He's
Man, that dude like 51, bro.
He 51? That's crazy. This nigga been lying. Well, whenever he decides to retire, hopefully it'll be this year. Okay. I'd like for them down the line to give us Rey and Penta at like, shoot, I don't know how far you want to build us up, but throw them niggas at SummerSlam or something. Make it a big marquee match. You know, greatest luchador of all time. Finally trying to pass the reins down to somebody, because Rey been next up as the next luchador for the past 10 to 20 years. This dude is like still wrestling like he's still in his prime, right? Okay, he ain't there, he ain't fully there, but still, like he's still wrestling like he got 10 more years left. Like
WWE don't want to give it to nobody.
Well, this is the time. Let's finally have that match. Let's have that, and then you know what? Lead it down to where Dominic Mysterio finally has his match with Rey and the retired dude. Let's make it official, okay? But we're gonna start. It has to start with Penta getting the IC belt off of Braun at Mania. Because anyone's gonna do it, might as well be Penta. Sheamus ain't doing it. He ain't. Sheamus just out here just having matches at this point. Oh, one last thing before I dip out. Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne. I didn't get to hear any of them. What the hell we're talking about? Were they actually talking about something?
I think they were talking about the Penta match from last week, or something to that effect. But I think Kaiser's stepping up to challenge Penta next.
Dang, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. Okay, so you know what? All right, let's do it. Honestly, you know what? That'd be great. So you can lead yourself from Ludwig straight into Sheamus, from Sheamus to Braun. There you go. That's how you're gonna book it for Penta. But honestly, with Pete Dunne talking so casually with Ludwig, hey, we talked about Goon not having his boys behind him no more at this point. I know Ludwig went on his little singles excursion, but let's, as I said, build a tag division back up. Let's take Ludwig. Let's take Pete Dunne. Let's join forces.
Ain't Tyler Bate about to come back though?
Boy, I don't even know where Tyler Bate at, bro. Boy, Tyler Bate had this what torn pec for God knows how many months now at this point. Like I don't know what he doing. To be honest with you,
I only said that because like wasn't he in a tag team with Pete Dunne when he got hurt?
Yes, but it was great that we had to get that kilt off early so we can get heel Pete Dunne, but that didn't really lead anywhere as much as it should have. And I don't want to go down the path of Pete Dunne and Bate in a match like instantly once it gets back.
Speaking of Cross not doing another, why ain't AOP wrestling in tag matches? They have a tag team right there.
Hey man, I don't. This Triple H show. All right, listen. I was as much as a Triple H guy as the next person. Okay, I had all the faith in the world that Triple H was gonna fix everything and make things as great as NXT Black and Gold was. So far, has not lived up to it after an entire year of having the book. So I mean, I don't know. Niggas keep telling me to give it time, but I don't know how much more time I can give this before I be like, all right, you're not cooking. Like Shayna Baszler is still part of Pita Bread collection, and I'm just not understanding why she ain't been put over at all. Like, not even look like, bro. She was one of the greatest NXT women's champions, like, all time. Yet
didn't she beat Ronda Rousey like 2 years ago or some shit like that?
Sure did. I was there.
Just and look at her now. I remember her showing up on the main roster, biting Becky's neck like a vampire. I remember her choking everybody out in the Elimination Chamber. Where do we go with that? We ain't going nowhere with it. It's a shame. It is a shame. Also, Asuka should be coming back soon, right?
That's what I saw.
She's been going for a minute.
Yeah, so we about to get. Listen, the Rumble is probably might be the greatest Rumble of all time. That's coming up right here on Saturday.
I hope so. I'm gonna be in the building for it.
Hey, you going too? I'm going.
Yeah,
that's great. Look at y'all. See, there you go. I can dap each other up on the way in there. But we will get to our Royal Rumble predictions next time. Till then, thank you everyone for joining us today in the MVP's Lounge today. Y'all tell us your thoughts down below. We love to hear from you. Yeah, like I'm here for everyone's opinion. I want to hear all of it. I'll argue with you in the comment section if I have to. Now, Base and Kobe, give out your credentials, not your social security number, but your credentials for people to know where to find you and cuss you out as well.
You can find me on X at Quarter. IG, same thing. YouTube. I don't even. IG and Twitter.
Yeah, same thing with IG and Twitter. Working on a YouTube right now. Is in the works, but find me on IG at K_more1999 and Kobe M99 on Twitter. I'm not calling it next. Fuck Elon.
Word up.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us today in the MVP's Lounge. We will see y'all next time. Peace.
This place!
On USA, characters welcome.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.